do have a couple of those clinics out there are starting out. They've got a very small budget. How can they work with that without either outsourcing or to if they're like, I can't do it myself. There's two different questions. Number one, can you do it without outsourcing? And two, if you have a small budget, where is the best bang for your buck with that small budget?
Great question. So one, if you're going to DIY it, there are a number of website platforms that are more user friendly than they were 10, 15 years ago. We have a program called Ready Set Rank, and within it we have specific for clinic owners templates for some of those core key pages that you need on your website. So I would say if you're going to DIY it, find the right resources and the right information. Focus on core pages. And we say this whether you have a small budget and you're having somebody help you set up a website or you're setting it up on your own. Besides the privacy policy in terms of use, which I'm not going to give any suggestions on because I'm not a lawyer, you need your homepage, your about, your what we call your general services, like what are the services you offer, a big beefy page on that. And then if you have any specific services that are really your money makers, you want individual pages on those because you're focusing on that keyword phrase for that specific service on that specific page.
Mm.
Then your contact, your booking, you want to make sure it's as easy as possible for somebody to make an appointment with you. So if you have a website set up and they're filling out a form and then somebody's waiting till they get the form and then trying to call somebody back and then not getting somebody on the phone and then there's a huge runaround, that's really going to interfere with your bottom line. So even though that's not exactly directly related to the website design and SEO, it is related to your website converting. So you want to make it as easy as possible for somebody to book an appointment with you as well.
Yeah, we talk a lot about friction. You don't want there to be a lot of friction in the process. You don't
Yeah.
want to automatically. We have so many clinics that automatically everybody goes to voicemail. You're going to lose people with that because the person next door, if they get a friendly, you know, ABC clinic, this is Jennifer, who am I speaking with? Then automatically that clinic's taking control. They'll get that button, that seat, and they're going to be able to help that person. Whereas you just have an automated thing and you'll get back to them whenever. So you want
Now,
to release
the,
that.
that's an interesting point because you can look at your insights from your Google Business Profile listing to see what time of
Oh,
day more people are calling. You can look at your Google Analytics to see what days of the week and what time more people are coming to your website to make sure that you're staffed up at that time so that there are people answering the phone, especially if you see an influx, let's just say at lunchtime, because that's when people are running their errands. Well, then, or they're, taking care of all of the things they need to take care of during their lunch break, then you know that you want to have somebody available to answer the phones at that time.
that is really good advice. I didn't even think about that would be another source to go to figure out when your hot time is for people looking at it. Now, I don't think a lot of people get that. And so you can look at that yourself, but then if you have someone working with you, they will provide that, or you have to specifically ask for that, right? Like, can you tell me, is there a hot time? And
Yeah, I mean that's one thing with analytics. Your Google Analytics is a free tool, which all websites should have. Again, it can feel like you're drinking water from a fire hose. So it does help if you have somebody walk through with you exactly where to find the specific information that you're looking for, or if you're working with a company, ask them for specific reports like that to help you along your way. And again, your Google Business Profile listing, you can go in there and look in the insights on that to see what days of the week people are calling in, when they're clicking on your website, what key phrases people are searching for. That'll give you a lot of information to work with.